Favorite rider of all time?
Rollerball, Ross Peterson.
Favorite rider of all time, Bailey.
I would put Jeremy.
I'm a big fan of JSR.
JSR. Have to be Doug DeHaan.
Damon Bradshaw.
Mike LaRocca.
Old boy from New England, JoJo Keller.
Bob Hanna.
Ricky Carmichael.
Jeremy McGrath. Probably Ricky Johnson.
Sweeper Hoover.
Ron Lachine. Kyle Cunningham.
Hello.
Ricky Johnson.
Could say Rick Johnson.
McGrath.
Where's Jean-Sebastian Waffeden?
Who's that? JSR.
Favorite rider of all time? Go.
Jeff Ward.
I would say Carmichael.
Ah, come on, you're killing me, JoJo Keller.
Showtime. Jeremy McGrath.
Favorite rider of all time?
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Travers and Costa in the booth. Here we go. First MX2 moto from the circuit to Sainte-Julie. This will be brought to you by the fine people at Honda Canada. Oh, Fabs. I love it when a championship series comes down to the final two motos. Rene Trachet to 5. This one is going to be a banger. Focusing on the line. There's Ryan Lockhart. They check down at the gate, Brian. The gate is down. Coming to that first corner. Who's going to get the shit?
Wow, you can see Cook and Lockhart kind of tangled up. Looks like those KTMs, Willard and Barnes. Hey, 404 Tyler Medaglia, third place. No, Lockhart steals it away quickly. He's right in the mix. Looks like Dougie DeHaan as well. But right now out front, Willard takes it in style over his teammate. And look at Lockhart now charging on Barnes, Travers.
You know what? I did not see Chisholm anywhere in that top 10 pack right now. But you know, Willard's out front. He is exactly where he wants to be. Got it like that. Look at Salty on the inside as he pushes Barnes wide.
Great pass in that sandy soil. It is drying out. There's traction to be found. Some of the powder berms right there from yesterday still dry underneath. Lockhart in second place. This is what this kid needs after last week's events.
I don't think there's any question that Ryan Lockhart has the speed to run up here in this top 3 pack. He's shown it at different places, but luck, he's had bad luck. Look at this, number 111, Derek Fisher, blows by Medaglia and moves into 4th.
Medaglia running solid. Fisher, a champion from a few years back on the East Coast. This is his first race back in Canada. Oh no, we've got a rider down. That is number 777, local hero Tim Tremblay. Just 17 years old, second-year pro. That bike looks demo, Travis.
It does. The seat was all off. There's a good shot of number 11, Dougie D. That is 4th place right now, Brian. There's the fish getting back to Medaglia with some problems in that stop.
Oh, he keeps it running, though. Good thing. And look, that is Jay Burke on that machine Honda, hot on his heels. So 2 young upstarts ready to trade paint.
Here we go, back to a battle. That's number 802, Dieter. There's number 732, Kyle Chisholm, going inside on Dieter. Right now, we have Chisholm in 7th place.
In that sand berm, a great clean pass. Chisholm on the move. Here we go now. They are starting to jump these gaps. Oh, he's skittering this way and that. And Doug DeHaan, our 4th place rider, a victim of the Sainte-Julie track. And just look how goopy and soupy and clumpy and sticky this mud is out there.
You better believe it. Tons of water on the track. As we get back to a mid-pack battle, we have Montez Sirts and Chuck Mesley on the inside. Unbelievable battles. This is outside of the top 10 right now, Brian.
Mesley super impressive all weekend on this track. You can see Sirts really hanging out, but Mesley aggressive. Willard out front in style. He has to win this, and a big moment there. The front ends are washing up. That's Montez all over.
That's number 552, Kyle Snellgrove.
Yeah.
Great start for him.
Yes.
That's for 11th, Brian.
Yeah, Snellgrove looking real good. Montez looking aggressive, but Snellgrove holding him off. Big moment for Fisher in those ruts. He got cross-rutted there. That is 4th place for Chisholm, showing he's on the move. He has to catch Willard if he wants to win this championship, Travs.
No doubt about it. Back to the battle for 11th. Snellgrove on the inside, taking care of Montez. You know what? Kyle Snellgrove's starting to show his stuff here later in the season. I like this kid.
Oh, he's always fast. It's just luck, and there's so many variables in the sport. You know how easy it is to crash, especially on a circuit like this. Now look, his front number plate has got knocked off the motorcycle. Great pass for Montez, but that has to weigh on you as a rider when you've got bits of plastic hanging off the front of the motorcycle. If that gets caught in the front wheel or gets jammed with the brake band, you're going down hard.
I am so impressed with Montez as well. He rides like a veteran, and that look at the body English on the inside. That's the one thing I love about Montez. Rides like a veteran.
You know, Trav, a great point. I'm surprised he hasn't had better finishes, illustrating some of the luck. because he rides with the heart and the speed of a top 5 guy every weekend. Now, speaking of top 5 guys, Willard in control. Right now, we've got Mitch Cook, though. He is on the move.
He is, but actually got a good start, but then he went down early in the moto. He's in 20th spot right now. Back to number 732, Kyle Chisholm, who is on a tear, ladies and gentlemen. He's working up on 3rd place. That's number 378, Matt Barnes. And I can't believe the real estate that he has made up to get into this lead pack.
Well, you couldn't have wrote a better story coming into these motos here at Ste Julie.
This
As
inside
far as the championship goes, what an aggressive move, but Barnes hooks up with the power of that KTM. Chisholm denied for now, but Barnes is going to be thinking about him long and hard for these next couple turns because Chisholm is knocking on his door.
Another guy that can ride up top is number 378, Matt Barnes. He just seems to fade early. Back to Snellgrove. Now he's got Mesley on his back tail. Look at Mesley cross and go inside. Brian, those ruts are starting to develop on the uphill. It's tough everywhere.
See, Mesley straightened that whole section out. He just went wide, cut to the inside, took a whole turn out of it. He could taste the position on Snellgrove, momentary lapse of concentration. And look how sticky it is. These guys can't even pick the bikes up. It's just suction like glue out there. But Willard Travers, he is stalking on Barnes. Oh my God, but I'm most impressed with Barnes. This is the battle for 3rd right now. And Chisholm dives up the inside, going for broke. Side by side, it just forces the issue. And you know Barnes knows the point scheme.
Sure he does.
He could have taken Chisholm out there, not these guys' style.
Dynamite defense for Barnes, Brian. He's been holding up Chisholm, and that's exactly what Willard needed.
Exactly, working for the team. Hold up for a few laps there, but most impressed with Barnes in the later half of the season. He's really starting to get solid and finishing up near the podium.
Look at Willard ride that bike. He is in front right now, and he is taking care of business.
Yes.
Back to 2nd place. That's number 21, Ryan Lockhart. And there comes his teammate. There's Chisholm. He's catching for 2nd.
Lockhart knows the points drill. Serretz is down. He's been hammering this whole moto. Unfortunately, now he falls. Lockhart, the man to watch right now. Here comes Chisholm. Using a different line there. Gets a good drive. But like I said, Lockhart knows the point scheme, so I think once Chisholm shows him the wheel,
check off at the point, Brian. You're right. There's the point.
There it is.
Classy move by Lockhart. He has to do that. Kawasaki wants this championship. Chisholm is the man in the hunt right now. Smart move for Ryan Lockhart.
Yeah, no official team orders, mind you, but unofficially, a little different story. Chisholm now 2nd with Willard out front. The championship is getting tighter as these laps progress.
Number 111, Derek Fisher in 5th place, getting his last lap flag. You're right. Chisholm in 2nd place, that's 3 points now. So that puts them even tighter. That makes the gap 2 points with number 749, Aldo Shoes, Royal Distributing, KTM's Michael Willard coming in to take the checkered flag in the first MX2 Moto Pride. 5s all around. This guy looks good in the lead, buddy.
He did what he had to do, but so did Chisholm from a poor start.
All right, the leaderboard for the first MX2 Moto. Let's go down to 6th, and Tyler Medaglia with a great ride. Burke in 7th, I love that. And Julian, a.k.a. Boo Green in 8th. Trevor Hall in 10th. Solid. He sure did. As we get to Rene Trottier, the red flag is up. The first MX Moto will be brought to you by Suzuki. Oh, Fabs, look at that. Rene Trottier rules this place with an iron fist. There's the boys on the line. Little pre-race preparation, goggles and gloves. Trottier goes to 5. Let's get back to the line, Brian, and watch those boys focus down on the gate.
The adrenaline is pumping on the line. Fossiati right up the inside next to Morgan. Looks like a good jump. They get swallowed up. Keith Johnson, number 6 on that big 450 RM. Bags the whole shot, but look who it is. Number 8, Marco Dubé. We got Klatt in the mix, Morgan, and Jay Burke in 4th place. Awesome.
Oh, I love to see Dubé up front, Brian. He won his qualifier yesterday. He beat number 6, Keith Johnson, in a great moto. I just can't say enough about that guy. I love to see him up there.
Especially on home turf. Hey, you know what? That's Huffman up there, not Klatt. So Klatt further back. KJ doubles. Most of the guys do. Burke doesn't, but he hangs on to 4th. Ooh, nice shot right there. Look at Grayson. He is dangerous. And you know what? He's in the points hunt, and he's hungry. But so's Johnson, so is Huffman, and so's Decker.
You better believe it. I like how the guys are using that outside line into that off camera right now, Brian. It's the better of the 2 lines.
Look at Grayson.
Look at Grayson on the outside.
Oh, just a split second gets under Burke's arm. That could have been disastrous for both riders, but he anticipated that move. and squeak through Grayson on a wicked charge. Look at Holman's though, Travs. Solid up there, riding that YZ450. Beautiful.
So aggressive. Look at this. Blair Morgan with a great start. And now number 60. Oh! Oh, what a great move on the inside. Blair Morgan hanging tough though. Grayson coming up on Morgan. This is for third place.
Grayson is the aggressor here, trying everything under the sun. Inside, outside, over ruts, through ruts. He gets the position, sheer determination and true grit right there. Now, there's Dusty Klatt with Iron Mike Treadwell, number 15, hot on his heels. This is just outside the top 10.
You better believe it. Look who's coming in, number 49, Pierce Chamberlain. So a great start for him. KTM. Oh,
goes the goggles.
Off come the goggles for Treadwell. Back to the step down, Brian. We've got number 2, David Huffman, and Dusty Klatt is working up on the inside.
Klatt gained all kinds of real estate that last lap on Huffy. Huffy goes a bit wide. Looks like he got hung up there, maybe in some saw stuff. Klatt, beautiful in an opposite rut.
Whoa.
Just soldiers through, and yeah, you can see Klatt step out of that rut there at the end.
Number 16, Gavin Grayson on the outside, coming to the step down. Look at the drive coming into the corner. Oh, and he takes Dubé wide, and Dubé gets hung up on that high berm. Does he keep the bike running though, Brian?
He does. That bike is running. Grayson just parked him there, and Grayson came in so hot, he didn't have a choice. You could see him bouncing and braking and bouncing and braking right into Dubé. But Dubé up and running, and I don't even think he lost any positions.
Klatt on the inside of Decker, so he is definitely making a charge. But what I like to see, Brian, is again, they're using that outside line. It's still too slick to go inside on the off-cameras.
Oh, beautiful shot of Morgan right between all the ruts, finding that good, solid, dry traction. But there's Jean-Sébastien Roy. This is the battle for third.
Whoa!
Old rivals. And JSR just T-bones him right in the leg there. Momentarily stops. You see that. Gets back on it, and here he goes now up the inside. That inside rut drifts right into the outside one. But JSR, class act, gave Morgan the distance he needed to make a clean pass there after a little contact. These two rivals, but also good buddies and a lot of respect between those two warriors.
Back to the battle for the lead. Look at the real estate that number 16 Racing is made up on Johnson. Johnson with that outside line coming down into the bottom of the hill. It's anyone's game out there, Brian. Back to Dubé, number 8.
Marco Dubé's got, oh, he steps out of that rut. Just seeing how these conditions can knock you down so quickly. This is the battle for fifth. In dry conditions, the bikes slide around and skitter around a bit. It's much more forgiving. These conditions, you have to be so precise. That's why you're seeing these guys step out of the ruts. Now here, 33 Jay Burke holding off number 4, Craig Decker. This is 7th place on the line. Can't say enough about the Machine Racing Squad. They have got some young, up-and-coming, old-school motocrossers. And here it is now. Grayson.
Did you see the drive that Grayson got up on the high side of that berm and was starting to move into this pack? Call it a 3-pack for the lead.
Wow, you know, Grayson's been reeling in Johnson, but Johnson's responding. There's a nice pass here. These two have been going at it for a few laps. This is 10th place, but back to the lead. Johnson has stepped it up, and Grayson is trying everything and getting flustered. I think Grayson is the faster man here, but catching and passing, they're two different things. Total opposite lines on the track. Uh-oh, this Yamaha rider's looking down. Decker, I think he got his brake a little hung up in some muck. And look at Huffy, just does like lands, bounces. And you know, sometimes when you land and bounce, you bounce right over a bunch of rust stuff. So sometimes getting some air makes for a smoother ride.
But when the track is this tacky and this wet, let's just say, as it started to dry, Brian, sometimes coming into those corners, you don't have those options of diving in.
Check it out.
Yes, Lapper's in the way.
Nice move. Decker gets it. And you can see the track really starting to dry out, but those ruts, I think, are there for good. Grayson now just gets passed by Waugh, but in true Grayson style, does not lay down. Look at this. Oh, you can't buy better action. Grayson passes Waugh back. We've seen him do it in Calgary. We've seen him do it in a couple other rounds. Whoa. Gavin Grayson, 2005 is the year this kid is coming into his own.
He sure is. It's so great to see Waugh pass somebody and then that guy come right back and pass. It doesn't happen very often.
No.
But now Grayson 2 times in the season. Fasciotti with a real special line on the inside with the block pass on best. What a great move.
You can see Fasciotti sitting down, waiting the back end of the motorcycle so that back brake bites in. You could think, oh, look at him sitting down, resting. That's how you get the bike to bite in. So looked like he was coasting, made the pass on Best. Now those two rivals big time.
Look at the lines coming out of the valley
geez.
section.
Yep.
Last time Graysick went outside, this time Waugh went outside and made the pass.
There was a lapper there. Graysick momentarily had to get out of the throttle, and with JSR, that split second is all it takes. JSR ripping it up out there. Graysick, we know he's not going to just give up. But right now, the points are good for Graysick. Was basically wrapped this thing up.
Sure he is, but he crashed so hard in the qualifier yesterday, Brian. I can't believe that he's riding with such tenacity.
True.
And you wouldn't even be able to tell by watching him as Huffman gets by Decker.
Through that new little section there that Buddy Ford has designed. Buddy Ford Productions doing an amazing job of promoting this event. And I tell you, they have made this track fantastic, even with the rain. This is one of the best racing circuits we've seen in the East.
It is a true outdoor motocross track. Brian, as we get back to our leaders, this is on the last lap. Number 6, Keith Johnson has the lead. Look at Waugh with his options. There are lines all over the place. He slipped a little wide there, Brian.
Yeah, Waugh was following, and then he stepped out of one of those ruts, and you could just see that little mistake, and you can see that real estate open up. Look, Johnson got a gap.
Lapper.
JSR's right back in there. Oh, trouble. Oh, my goodness. When that Lapper sees this tape, he's going to go hide in the closet, I believe, in shame. Taking the champ on the last lap, giving the win to Johnson. Well-deserved for the Suzuki pilot.
This is his first win on Canadian soil, Brian. You gotta love this stuff for KJ. Welcome back to Sainte-Julie. Hey, check out this last lap incident between Fasciotti and Best. All over the bars, and the bars right into the Pilotis. A tough one for Fasciotti. Let's get to the leaderboard, Fabulous. First MX1 Moto. Let's go down a bit and check out Jay Burke with a great finish in 8th, Dusty Klatt with a surprise in 9th, and Shane Best. Welcome back to Sainte-Julie, Quebec, in the final MX2 East Moto of the season. Brian, it has come down to 2 riders and 2 points. Chisholm and Willard, one of those boys has got to win as we go to René Trachet with the red flag out. This moto will be brought to you by Yamaha Motor Canada. Brian, I love it when a championship series comes down to the last moto. That's what it's all about.
Talk about intensity. Willard has to win this moto if he is to upset Chisholm. Ready, Trachet to 5. Traps, look at that. Ryan Lockhart's arms are up.
You're right, hands up in the air. He did not get off the gate. The gate is down. Coming to that first corner. Who's going to get that Royal Distributing whole shot? It's a pair of KTMs again. Is that a surprise? Barnes with the whole shot.
Hey, Barnes doubles, but so does Chisholm. Willard there third doesn't, but he's solid right there. Chisholm now in second. All our players are up front. Mitch Cook with a great start. Hey, Johnny Montez 44 and 5th.
Okay, so Chisholm is in second place. Willard is in third. Now this is really shaping up because Barnes is in the lead right now. You don't want to talk about defense. This is the time for Barnes to get in it. But Chisholm on the inside, does he have the lead? I think he does.
He doubles down the big step down, works his way into first. You can see that bike working sideways under braking, just stressed out on that off camber. In first place now, the pair of KTMs running 2-3. Barnes should let Willard by here soon so he can get up and chase Chisholm.
He just checked off, Brian. Let's see what happens up in this valley section. Again, the check off. Willard on the inside. Willard is now in second place, and we have ourselves a race.
We sure do. Barnes let that pass happen. You can tell by his body English. So great team player. Matt Barnes, you know, he was the big prospect for Blackfoot last year, and he got hurt, but so was Derek Fisher the year before. So a couple guys that have been shut out of Blackfoot rides.
Here's that start again, Brian, focusing in on Ryan Lockhart. He's got a problem. This kid has had demons all season. We've talked about it. He has the speed to win up here, but he's got problems with his bike. Again, back to the lead, Brian. Number 732, Kyle Chisholm, over the finish line, and here comes Willard. You want to talk about 2 guys that are really close in speed. They've got breakaway speed.
Man, it is a coin toss with these 2 guys every weekend. They're both so fast. Look at the gap. They pulled over Barnes already. This is for all the marbles right now. Oh, Chuck Mesley just comes down in another gear off the big step down and bounce. He can't get on the brakes when your wheels are in the air. Just T-bone. Look like Clint Sheely there. Mesley always chasing his tail.
Number 22, Mitch Cook with a great line on the inside, coming out of the valley and takes Barnes. That's for third place, Brian. He had a horrible first moto, or else he'd be in this mix for the lead.
Well, coming in, that's right. Cook was a factor. That first moto, he got tangled with Lockhart off the start and then crashed But look at Willard over jumping stuff, riding the front wheel, riding the nose. But right now, it's about a 1.5 second, 2 second gap that seems to be maintained. Willard having a hard time denting into that lead.
Number 221, Joseph Rose, and number 273, Charlie Smith. Some back markers mixing it up, Brian, as they head their way through the chasm.
Rose, a Southwestern Ontario warrior, always a factor in the local events, picking up some speed here and experience in the Nationals. Look at Chisholm working the bike, fighting for traction, waiting that outside peg and just getting his body in the right position. Willard looking ahead for any advantage or bobble, but it's not to be as of yet. 78, Trevor Hall with a great pass, Trav.
Super impressed with him.
Yeah, man, that kid's on the gas. Nice.
Johnny Montez with some serious stones on the inside, going into the camber, taking Jay Burke into another line. That was beautiful.
Yeah, Burke stepped out of his run, I think maybe a bit flustered. He could hear Johnny coming in with the clutch in and the throttle pin, making a big rumbling noise that can catch a rider off guard. Right now, Chisholm, the store of that green Richmond Kawasaki, looking good. He comes in with a nice loose grip. Maybe too loose. There it is. Willard just got the gift of the year. This is unbelievable. Right now, as they stand, Willard would take the championship. We'll see what Chisholm's made of right now, man. This is awesome.
Did you see the way that Willard was waiting, Brian?
Watch
the optic coming in,
yeah.
the cross rut, the problem, and then Willard out of nowhere on the inside.
You know, with these ruts, gotta maintain a bit of a loose grip. Look to the end of the rut. I think Chisholm just came in a bit hot, little bit loose on the grip, got knocked out of that rut, and it was just a little, too late, and Willard capitalized nicely. So Chisholm there with a slight bobble, that could be the championship for him.
We never talked about nerves and how, riding up in front with the championship in hand, how does that feel? That's what we need to talk about.
That is some tough stuff. These guys, I tell you, but once the gate drops, adrenaline kicks in, they start to flow, or you hope they do. Chisholm maybe a bit tight. Willard just, look at him, smooth as silk up there, not a care in the world, and he does have a nice gap back to Chisholm.
Can't say enough about these two riders, Brian, battling for 5th place. Montez, number 44 on the outside. Look at the line for Jay Burke. He's all about it on the inside.
Well, Montez bettered him in the previous moto. Now Burke's getting his revenge. We talked about Machine Racing's John Nelson's squad. There's his other rider. It's the battle for 11th. That's 27, Kyle Keast. And Burke and Keast have done both classes in every Eastern round. That's 4 motos a day. Old school warriors. John Nelson from the Machine has got himself a couple of top-shelf young riders to groom for future championships.
Number 732, Kyle Chisholm, just got his last lap back, Brian. It looks to me like he is just hanging back as we get back to the battle for 4th place. Number 378, Matt Barnes, has made up tons of, and looks like he has Fisher to our leader. Number 749 on his final approach.
He's just having some fun.
Up the hill, having some fun. Look out, Tim Tremblay coming in. High five to his mechanic. There's your number 1 finisher. Number 749, Michael Willard, wins the MX2Es.
And that's KTM's first championship, people. Fantastic. Matt Barnes finished 4th. That ride got him 4th in the series. He was an 8th coming in. How about Fisher, Ganolfi, all in the mix?
There is Rene Trottier. The 30 board is up, Brian. This is going to be an awesome motor. The track is really starting to set up.
Yeah, it sure is. It's still very technical for the riders. Lothridge couldn't get his bike going. They bump started it right behind the gate. He gets in just in time. But look at that rider right up the inside. That is Damon Huffman. Huffman gets right into Johnson. Dubé's down there too. Graysick, Treadwell, and look at Dusty Klatt with the double. Gets a nice gap lap 1. But Graysick in that black outfit looks super sharp. Blair Morgan, no. Simon Holman's in there with Doug DeHaan.
Number 15, Mike Treadwell is going to get the Royal Distributing Hole Shot, but you're right. Number 7, Dusty Klatt rocketed out off that double and is now in the lead. And look out, we know what he's like with the lead. Number 16, Gavin Graysick in 2nd. And you're right, Simon Holman's with a big charge on the inside. Heavy on the binders, Brian, and he moves into 3rd. And here comes John Sebastian Waugh. Look at Treadwell with some defense.
John Sebastian Waugh on the outside. Ooh, he gets mired up into some of those tricky ruts and some of the soft stuff. Loses some ground there to Holman's and Treadwell. Holman's ultra impressive. Now he is in 3rd place. Can you believe it?
I'm loving Holman's up there, but Iron Mike Treadwell finally gets himself a start. You know, he's been battling some serious arm pump all season long, and just to be up here battling right now is a good thing for his confidence.
And that whole Suzuki team, I mean, they have been really the team of the year this year. And look at Johnson just coming in. That guy's built like a you-know-what house. Little elbow-to-elbow ride. He stays upright. He's got his good buddy Treadwell right there. I'm sure Tread's not going to hold him up because he knows how many valuable points are at stake. And you know what? That buddy Ford Chasm working for Waugh. Oh, see the leg work on Waugh. Leg nice and high, but he still hit a competent, forces his leg back. Still gets the pass on Holman.
That guy's a warrior. Let's get back to the start, Brian, because Damon Huffman was involved in this, and he is in that points race.
Yeah, here he's right up on the inside. He's going to come out of nowhere. And look at the moment for KJ. He almost goes down. There's Dubé flat on his face. A few other guys way out in left field. One of the Kawasaki's. Was that Lothridge?
I think it was Fasciotti. Getting back to the battle for second place. Grayson with some great defense. Waugh is patient, though, Brian. You see him? He stuck his nose in and backed off.
Waugh almost tagged us back in, which could have been disastrous. You could see him just tap on that front brake. You'll notice Waugh in that crouch, but Grayson has that similar crouch style. Waugh is running hand guards, Grayson is not. And for Roost, that really makes a big difference.
Brian, you listen to Grayson ride the four-stroke. He is so smooth. He rarely gets that thing high in the power band. He just glides it all over the track.
Yeah, he's a torque rider. He always rides a gear up, and it works for him. And it preserves the motorcycle. Look at Waugh. Jumps about another 10 feet than Grayson.
He's in the crouch, Brian. He's in the crouch.
They're both in the crouch. But I tell you, when you watch Grayson's crouch, he's just like Waugh. He gets the butt up high, and I tell you, that really helps him soak up the bumps. The body has to soak up the bumps. There's only so much the suspension can do. So body positioning, ever so subtle, makes all the difference in this sport. There's Waugh, preloads early. We've seen him do that before. Dives to the outside. Grayson hung up in that rut. You can see him just kind of skittering on the high side of that rut. Waugh takes a position.
Back to the battle for fourth place, number 12, Simon Holman on the outside. Here comes KJ, number 6, on the inside. Just out bustling him, Brian. Who wants that position more? Let's give it to KJ.
That was so close. KJ was right on the ragged edge. It could have went either way for him. He turns into the hero making that pass. Holman's the most impressive this year. Definitely going to nail down a top 10 national number for next year in the MX1.
And that was his goal coming into it. Look at Evan Lothridge on the outside, taking care of Brad Hagson. Stole this line right in front of him, Brian.
Great pass. He had a big moment. Still cleared the tabletop. Hagson didn't. This is a battle for fifth, though. And we saw 1 on 2 on the inside there. Shane Best battle with Fasciotti in the first one. And he just passes Homans up in that nice sand section at the step up.
How does a two-stroke out-power or out-torque a four-stroke up that hill? Tell me that.
Well, he get on the gas earlier and work those gears. Homans might have had a bobble, but you know what? It's all in the heart and the wrist. And Best with a big moment. Trying to scrub in these conditions is not what you want to do. So Homans gets it back easily there. Look at the aggressive nature of Shane Best. And Shane Best is one of the most naturally talented riders we've got up in Canada. He's effortless on that bike.
He is, and down south he's a four-stroke specialist, so it's nice to see him on the two-banger. Look at Hagson and Decker going at it side to side. I'd love to see Brad Hagson back on the gas after those sore ribs.
Decker in trouble right now. This is the battle for 11, so he is in that points race for second overall in the championships. This isn't good for his numbers, considering KJ won and Grayson's right in the mix, both motos.
Back to the uphill. Look at Bess on the outside. Nice line for Homans, though, with a bit of a chop off. I just love the way that Simon Homans is so aggressive on the motorcycle.
Right there, Homans did the step down. Bess got hung up in that powdery berm, got a bit of wheel spin. There it is. Klatt looking good right now in first, but Waugh closing the gap. Here's the battle with Vallejo and number 15, Iron Mike Treadwell. Travers, 6th place. Eric Vallejo looking good. It ain't over yet, though. I love the fact that Mike Treadwell is responding with a handful of throttle.
Yeah, we've been talking about his defense this year. He needs to get more aggressive on the track because you know he can ride. This is the battle for the lead right now.
finds a
Oh, there's a
line.
bike in the middle of the track too there, Brian.
Unbelievable. Juan just jumps over all those bumps with absolute supreme style. He's definitely getting aggressive on Dusty right now, and Dusty looks like
Backing
he just
off.
kind of let off the
Backing
throttle.
off.
No, he's not. There he is.
Setting
He's
up
got
for the
inside
inside
line
line.
and just hacks off Juan, but Juan just goes around the outside
Get outta here.
anyway. Dusty's just like, that's what Dusty's saying. Get out of here, Juan. Quit bugging me. I want to win this race.
Juan goes outside to inside to make the pass. Dusty had the line and he was on the gas too. It was incredible. Here it is, detail for us.
Jean-Sebastian Juan, one of the classiest guys on the line, comes wide here, seemingly has the position, but these two ruts go into one. And look at the body English on Klatt. Shifts. Klatt looks like he went to shift to gear. Juan was already in that gear. So that slight bobble gave Juan the drive he needs. But if anyone beats Juan, Dusty Klatt. Juan loves that kid. He's the future.
He does, and I tell you what, it's all about knowing your bike and how you want to come out of a corner. I mean, it sounds simple, but that's what it's all about as we get back to the battle with Mike Treadwell. Oh, little brake check with the run. Number 11,
I don't
Doug
know if
DeHaan.
that was intentional or if he got knocked into false neutral. That is the battle for 10th. Beautiful shot and sound.
Get out of here. Look at those.
Listen to those guys working that rut there. That is the corner just before the jump to the finish. Gavin Graysick looking absolutely stylish in third all alone. But Juan is the man here. He is so hurt. I know you mentioned that, but he could barely walk this morning. His ribs, he just got totaled in that crash.
For the people that love two-strokes, Brian, this is the series to watch because there's still tons of mud on the track.
Count me in.
Hey, the number one plate is now in John Sebastian's hands for the 5th time in a row. Brian, he clinched today. Unbelievable. Let's get to the leaderboard. Last MX2 moto of the day. Holmans, Loffridge, Decker, DeHaan, Treadwell, all the big names in there, Brian. What a great day of racing. Final standings in the MX2 East. You know your top 3. How about 5th, 6th, and 7th with Barnes, Keast, and Burke? DeHaan soldiers his way into 8th. Lockhart with some problems. And Chamberlain in the top 10.
MX1 standings, Honda, Blackfoot, and Jean-Sebastian Juan clinch it. 5 points between Johnson, Decker, Huffman, and Graysick. And how about Morgan and Homans dueling it out?